Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Have you been in a situation where you know that the most important thing you should be doing in your life is learning religion, studying Islam? A situation where you believe with all your heart and acknowledge the fact that your entire life depends on how much you know Islam. I mean, your success here on earth, the success when you die, and I mean in the grave, the success when you resurrect, all depends on how much you know Islam. Because you need to practice, and to practice Islam, you need to know Islam. But unfortunately, regardless of the fact that you've done your best, you have failed because you have found it challenging. And from my experience as a teacher and a student of religion, the challenges I'm going to mention after a short while are the biggest challenges that have led to many people not studying Islam, to many people finding it really hard to learn Islam. Challenge number one, Islam is very wide. And that is not a lie, it is. Why? Because it is a complete way of life. It makes us feel proud as Muslims that our religion covered almost everything that we need in life. But again, it carries along with it a challenge that it is very wide. So for someone who wants to learn Islam, probably you've just embraced Islam, probably you did not get a chance to study while you were young, to start earlier enough, you will find it hard. So you are like, how can I even learn something that very big? Where can I start from? You have probably had people that you trust, people whose knowledge in Islam you trust, saying that it is still wide and very big for them to study. Now you wonder if you can even take it on. Challenge number two that most people who want to learn Islam face is the fact that there are differences of opinion on many matters in Islam. And of course, this is not a bad thing because Islam encourages thought, and actually we are rewarded as Muslims whenever we involve in the thought process. But what this means is that we shall also have different opinions, scholarly opinions. Of course, one scholar will say this and the other scholar will say that. Meaning that for you who wants to learn Islam, upon starting your journey, you will discover that some scholars go this way and the others go that way. So on top of being wide as a religion, the differences of opinion in interpreting the Quran and the Sunnah becomes another challenge for you who wants to learn, for any beginner who wants to learn Islam, to learn anything in Islam. Challenge number three, Arabic language. Of course, the Quran and Sunnah are in Arabic language. So when you are starting to learn Islam, you are hit really hard by this challenge. You do not know Arabic, and most of the content or the Islamic literature is in Arabic. And of course, there are translations that have been made, but to learn Islam, you strongly believe that if you know Arabic, if you can understand what you read, you stand higher chances of understanding what Allah wa ta'ala is trying to say to you, what the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was trying to tell you. Okay? So the fact that Islam is very wide, the fact that there are differences of opinion, and the fact that you do not know Arabic language makes it almost impossible for you to learn anything that you want in Islam because you really do not know where to start. Especially when you are in these Muslim minority countries where there are few scholars, where you cannot access the Islamic knowledge, it really becomes very hard for you to learn. And this brings us to another challenge, which is the lack of access to the scholars. Of course, you have been listening to some scholars. You have definitely resonated with some of them. You've liked some of them. And the ones you like, it is like the whole world is competing for their time. You do not know where to find them. Okay? There are these scholars that you've liked, these scholars that you have resonated with, okay, whether male or female, but you do not know where to find them. And in case you do happen to have their social media platforms or their email, you're not sure that if you dropped them an email or a message on their social media accounts, they are the ones who will respond anyway. Okay? So you cannot find time with them because the whole world is competing for their time. So it makes it really hard for you to learn from them. It makes it really hard for them to give you the attention that you need in order to learn about your religion. What happens is that you start looking at your age, which is challenge number 5. You look at your age, you start claiming that you are very old and that you cannot really learn. It is past time because you have a family to take care of. I mean, you have a job to attend to, you have customers, you are probably pursuing your graduate studies somewhere. I mean, there is a lot you're already dealing with. So with all the challenges, you start giving up. You either procrastinate, hoping that maybe tomorrow it will become better, or you give up and you start hoping that maybe one of your children or all of your children will have to learn Islam. Now, with all the above challenges, Islam is very wide. Differences of opinion. You don't have time. The language barrier, of course, Arabic is not your language. It really feels impossible for you to learn Islam. Okay? This is why you keep on procrastinating. This is why you keep on hoping that maybe your children will learn Islam. Okay? So you start projecting the perfect you into someone else, into your kids. And the point is that you don't really know. You don't know that. You're not sure that your kids or your children will learn Islam the way you would have learned it. Okay? Now, what if I told you that there is a solution to all these challenges? That there is a way you can learn Islam regardless of any challenges, whether those that we have already mentioned or those that you are personally facing when it comes to learning Islam? Well, my name is Mutawbi Ashraf, and for as long as I can remember, I've been doing majorly 2 things. I have either been studying, okay, or teaching. And I'm telling you there is a way you can do this. And it is at this point that I would love to invite you to join the masterclass that I have organized and put together for you. A masterclass where I'm going to be explaining how you can go about these challenges and learn anything you want in Islam in just 30 days or less. I'm going to give you a formula that you can use to repeatedly keep on learning anything you want. And by learning one thing, you can use the same method or formula to learn something else. And within a year, you'll be very far. I'm sure you'll have learned everything that you need to know about Islam. And of course, I am not claiming that you will learn the whole of Islam. No one does that. But what you need, you can stay assured, inshallah, that you will learn anything with this formula. Now, what are we going to be discussing in this masterclass? In this masterclass, I'm going to be showing you the 6 wrong mindsets, the 6 deadly wrong mindsets that anyone who wants to learn Islam should drop, should let go, and should change. Okay? I'll be explaining why these mindsets have been the reason behind your not learning Islam faster. By making a shift and starting to think differently will help you learn even faster. And like I said, in this same masterclass, I'm going to give you the 6-step formula, okay, that you're going to use or to go through to learn and teach yourself anything that you want to learn in Islam. It is also in the same masterclass where I'll be discussing with you and unveiling to you the Grand Soul Cocktail Learn Islam Easily program. A program where we help you, that is if you choose to work with us, to give us the opportunity to take you through your learning process, your learning journey. I'll be telling you how we do it, how we mix coaching and teaching Islam, coaching to identify your potential to help you as a human being, because we need to understand how you work as a human being. And that is because we are coaches. And then combine it with the Islamic knowledge to help you learn whatever you want to learn in Islam. I will be explaining more about this program and how we do it and what happens when you join. Of course, you will like it, inshallah. You just have to sign up right now because, you know, we can only handle and deal with a number of individuals, and we would really love for you to be part of this. And before we go, I need to make something clear here. This masterclass is for you who wants to learn Islam, and it is also for you who already knows something about Islam and you would really love to share it with the world. And why is that? Why is it relevant for you who knows something about Islam and you would love to pass it over to other people in the world to share it with the international community? It is because in the same masterclass, we are going to be discussing and giving you some clues on how you can do that, how you can share your information with the rest of the world. Because we believe as Soul Cocktail that even the little knowledge that you have right now, there are millions of people out there that are in need of it, okay? So if we can help you know how to spread your message, how to teach others, it means that you are going to be serving at even a higher rate. So that's why I say that this course is equally important to you who wants to teach Islam. Thank you for watching this video and see you there.